Now, as I always say, it's such a hickledy-pickledy bag of emotions, this new moon. My heart is so wide open. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am filming this on the same day that I filmed the 3 timeline shift video because I'm on the road tomorrow, ladies and gents. So if you're wondering why she's still sat in the same place and in the same clothes, that's why. So, ladies and gents, tonight I have jumped on to film the new moon video in readiness for next week. Now, the new moon is actually happening on the 13th, 14th of November. I forgot which month we were in then. And I'm not actually going to be about to do the YouTube live on the Monday because I'm going to be on the road. I'm doing no, I'm not doing Self-Love Club. I'm doing Soul School on the 12th of November. So I will be completely immersed in those energies on the Sunday. And then on the Monday, I am going to be on the road, like I say, making my way back so that hopefully I can make it home at some point in the not too distant future. Wouldn't that be a nice thing? I've been on the road bloody ages. Anyway, ladies and gents, like I say, tonight is about the new moon energy update. So as always, I've made some notes and I will just go off and see where I go with all of these things. So basically what I did in between the last video and this video, I've channeled some information. And it's fair to say, I think you'll all probably agree with me, November has been the most intense month of this year by far. Would you agree? Let me know in the chat box below if that is the case. My goodness, are the energies going wild right now? I've been doing the energy work, ladies and gents, like I say, for about 3 weeks to set up for what we're doing. And it's not going to finish yet. I've got probably like 2 or 3 months left of shifting the energies before I fingers crossed, think I'm going to be able to hang my boots up, she says. So I'm very aware of the things that are taking place at the moment, but my goodness, I was not expecting 3 timeline hops. I was not expecting us to be moving at such a quick rate. Although I keep saying it's going to speed up, it's going to speed up. Like, this is absolutely off the wall, in my opinion. So as mentioned in the last video that I put out on the 9th of November, we have had 3 timeline hops leading up to this powerful new moon. It's been profound. It's been intense. It is not going to slow down. I've had some really, really amazing signs that have taken place whilst I have been on the road. And I wish I could share the photos with you guys, but there is basically in the clouds, there was like God's hands and then a pillar of light coming out of it. There has been so much love that has been shown. I have seen angels. I have seen, gods fighting. I've seen dragons. I've seen rainbows. It has been like my whole trip for the last few weeks has been guided by rainbows. And the most interesting thing is on social media, it's been extremely bizarre because my sign has been the rainbows this time round, and I've never seen so many double rainbows in my life. And this is just a sign for the energy work that's taking place. We have shifted so much old nonsense, and this is really going to come up under the new moon because there is no hiding from it anymore. Like, people are literally being shaken, awakened, for want of better words, So interestingly, this moon is going to be very much about, stepping into your truth, stepping into your authenticity. And the most interesting thing about it is, and I still find it absolutely wild and it fascinates the heck out of me, even though I know how intuitive I am. I've named Soul School Be More You this time around, which I can share because Soul School would have been yesterday by the time you guys watch this video. And it directly links to the new moon. Now, this is the day before new moon, and it always just fascinates me that I can intuitively get this information and take people on a journey that is going to be absolutely in alignment with the energies that are taking place right then. And I didn't channel these energies until today, as you guys know, because I've just been too busy traveling and all the rest of it. So it's really, really, really quite intense right now. Anyway, before we go on any further, ladies and gents, I just wanted to remind you that I have a weekly newsletter that goes out called the Weekly Woo. If you love my weirdness, my energy chats, just the kind of stuff that I share, please, please, please do head to the description field and you will be able to find the Weekly Woo sign up link. If, God forbid, anything ever happens to my YouTube channel or Instagram or anything like that, please know that my Weekly Woo will always make sure it comes out. I love putting my efforts into that newsletter, and I get hundreds of emails off the back of it every single week saying, thank you so much for the tips, or thank you for the energy. It's really, really intriguing. And I also send out all of the videos that I am doing, all the collaborations, and a lot of recommendations these days as well that I have, because people have been asking me. So if you're not on my newsletter, please, please do head over there. This Soul School that is about to take place, the one that would have taken place yesterday when you watch this video, is my last in-person event of 2023. I am excited to announce that Soul School will be back in April 2024, and then we will be taking it to both Australia and America through the year, which I am super, super excited about. Now, let's move back to the new moon energies. So I've been talking to you for the whole of 2023, probably even the latter end of 2022. In fact, yes, this has just popped in my head, so I'm going to share this. So today, last year, I had just landed in Morocco. And on the 11th of the 11th, I actually picked up some very important codes, which led to a hit on my life. There was a very near miss on my life, so this period of time is very, very buoyant. And I remember saying back then, like, this is about your choices. You need to be making the right choice right now. If you're settling for something which does not feel good for your soul, you are going to get hit with the karma stick. You are going to get hit with, not being able to stay into alignment and staying in your authentic truth. So the universe will keep slapping you and slapping you and slapping you until you have got the memo. So I have been saying about choices for a long time. This is the moment whereby our choices have been set. They're literally being cemented in stone right now. This is your deciding moment of which timeline you are on. Now, I've already explained that there's 3 timeline hops taking place. Are you going to be on the highest of the high vibration, or are you going to be on a low vibration? Are you going to stay in the loop? Now, again, this is a message that I've been saying for a very long time. You cannot blag it. Your behaviors over the last 12 months have chosen your path. God sees everything. So there is no way, like absolutely no way, that you are going to be able to get away with the behaviors that you have done. So let's say you've been horrible to somebody. Let's say you owe somebody money. Let's say you've been completely stubborn about something that you didn't need to be. Like, you've chosen your path. You've chosen your path. And you can pretend you've done good, and you can pretend that you've done the right thing. But, God forgives anybody. Literally. And when you do the right thing, and when you go and ask for forgiveness, then that will be granted. We have about 6 more weeks of being shaken to our core to wake us up. It's too late for many people. They've missed the memo. They don't want to do it. They're scared. So many people are checking out right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but so many people are checking out because they have this decision to make. Do I want to go to high levels of consciousness? Am I ready to step away from the trauma and the drama in my life and actually admit that maybe I haven't been the best person, or admit that maybe I took a wrong turning, and really step into my path? Or am I going to continue to be stubborn? Am I going to continue to pretend that, it's not a big deal, or I don't care? That's a big one that's coming up at the moment. I don't care, when actually you do care. And the way to go about that is by apologizing, putting things right. There is a big thread of forgiveness under this new moon. You need to forgive yourself. You need to ask for forgiveness, and you need to forgive other people. Now, as I always say, my favorite subject is love. And love is on the rise, ladies and gents. If you are single, I'm going to suggest that there will be a surge of energy in this field for you. Obviously, if you're open to it, I know a lot of people out there that are like, no, they're just stepping out of relationships. They're just stepping out of marriages. And they're like, no way, I'm on my own. I'm going to be with my kids. That's it. I'm over it. But from my perspective, and somebody who, ended a relationship 6.5 months ago, like, my heart is so wide open and ready to receive. Like, please, please, please be that person. Please love yourself enough to know that just wasn't your person. And that's okay. It's total alignment to authenticity right now. Your person does exist, ladies and gents. It really does. But for as long as you're clinging on to the wrong one, the right one can't show up. So as much as there's this beautiful bubble of love that's coming in right now, on the flip side of that, and this is a very contradictory new moon energy, relationships are under pressure. Marriages are breaking down, relationships are ending, people are stepping away from each other, whether that's, a marital relationship, whether it's a working relationship. Things are happening right now. Friendships, you're noticing who people are. You're noticing actually all they care about is that. And you're like, you know what, that's not actually what I want anymore. There's a few areas that they gave me, and I need you guys to pay attention to this, because I've witnessed it in the last couple of days with people's behavior. Jealousy is going to pop up big time in relationships. If you are in a relationship with somebody who is jealous of you, trust me, you're going to see it if you're willing to see it. There are many people that are not happy for their partner to be succeeding. Maybe they wanted to be in the spotlight and they haven't been getting it. So they get jealous. And jealousy breeds erratic behavior. Jealousy breeds behavior that is not in alignment with being of a higher vibration. And you're going to keep experiencing that until you actually grow a pair and step away from it, I guess. Financial issues are going to be on the rise in relationships. Insecurities are going to be extremely prevalent. You're going to be realizing that people are not who they said that they were. Now, I can speak very openly and authentically about this one. Exes are going to be reaching out. This has definitely been happening in the last week with me. In the last week, I don't know what has happened with these energies, but it's like, oh, we need to reach out and try and find Lucy. Where is she? What is she doing? It's almost like they know that I'm shifting the world's energies. Has this been happening to you? Have you noticed that people from the past, blasts from the past, have been coming up? It's time to loosen up, ladies and gents, and have more fun. Why are you being so rigid with your rules and, with the way that you have to do certain things? Like, it's time to just shake it off and just enjoy yourself and have some fun and joy in your life. Like, go do the things that you've been putting off. Go tell that person that you want to hang out with them. Go and message that person something really beautiful. I got a message today, and I tell you, I haven't stopped smiling since I received it. It was exactly the message that I needed to receive at exactly the right time. But then on the flip side, we're getting the exes reaching out. Not today, Pan. Not today. That's kind of the feeling on it. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Recognize, and this might get me in trouble, but rules are there to be challenged. We've all agreed to do things for such a long period of time. Like, maybe now it's just time to say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. We don't have to be mean about it. We don't have to be outspoken about it. We just say, no, this stops with me, and I'm saying no. I think Kevin said it in the video that we did yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. I think he said it very clearly, you know, if everybody stopped doing certain things, we could cause a revolution in just a week, get things changed, get things completely on a different turn just in one day, just in a week. This desire for freedom is going to make a massive comeback under this new moon. It is there's like a rise in, we need our freedom. We want to be doing what we want to be doing. Stop the nonsense. We're not playing your games anymore. That's kind of the message that I've been getting. It's like, really, we're not playing your games anymore. We do not want to live like this. We see exactly what you're doing. And it's very, very intriguing that this is raising its head right now as we're stepping towards Christmas. Now, as you guys know, I have been kind of aware that there is going to be a lockdown at some point, and I don't know, I really thought it would be before Christmas, in all honesty, but here we are, you know, probably 7-8 weeks away from Christmas. And you know, not that I pay any attention to the news or anything like that, because I haven't watched it, so perhaps I'm not the best person to answer that. But physically, I don't see that it's going to be now. Maybe it will be next year, but hopefully we can sideswipe that with our little timeline hop that we're doing. Now, creativity is in a massive surge at the moment. So please, please, please let your creativity run wild. What do I mean by that? Allow your imagination to run wild. Allow your imagination to dream the business, see the vision, have inspiration about what it is that you want to create, and allow that to happen. I said on a video recently, I don't know if it was on here or on Instagram, but I'm going to say it here just because, you know, and 222's just flashed up, so I have to say it. Yesterday I was explaining, or the day before, I was explaining that about 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago, something around that, no, it must have been 4 or 5 months ago, I basically had something happen and I was like, yeah, that's it. And then 4 or 5 months down the line, that is now in my life. And it's like, allow yourself to imagine it, to feel it, and then allow it to just manifest. You don't need to be emotionally attached to it. You can literally just say, oh yeah, that feels good, I like that. Oh yeah, that's what I would like. And then allow it to come in. This is what we obviously do with working with the quantum field. So these energies right now are very, very cleansing from an emotional perspective. We are in a very sensitive period of time. People are wanting attention. People are wanting to be heard. People are wanting to be felt. People are wanting to, you know, allow their emotions to come out and, you know, really get in alignment with what it is that they are looking for. So for me personally, and I've been off grid for a number of days now. Yes, I've been doing energy work, but I've been in a log cabin in the middle of nowhere, loving life, to be honest with you, completely off grid. It has been absolutely amazing. And I have been going inward in this period of time. Yeah, I've been speaking to people, and yeah, you know, I've been doing a bit of work and a bit of, you know, doing some videos and stuff, but, and obviously prepping for Soul School, but I've just wanted to go inwards. I've wanted to feel me. I've wanted to feel the sensitivities. I've wanted to feel the emotions that have taken place. And it's very, very cleansing right now to be doing that. So please, if you feel drawn, figure out what it is that you're looking for and go and do the emotional cleansing around that. You know, we are being isolated right now. Loved ones are being taken from us. Homes are being moved. You know, we're literally having bombs thrown into our life right now. And the reason that that is happening is we are in this emotional cleansing period. You know, a lot of people are realizing that they've made the wrong choices. A lot of people are realizing that, oh my God, I got married to this person and we've got nothing in common. Or, oh my God, I'm in this relationship with somebody who's, you know, completely emotionally inept for what I need. Like, they're just not available for me. So this is not what I want to put up with, which is why all of these challenges are coming up from people. And we are literally feeling as if we've been stripped bare and we're being kind of like hidden somewhere and we're just raw. Allow yourself to feel those things. Remember, from endings come beginnings. Endings create new beginnings. New is happening for those who are literally saying, this is my choice. But then there's the people that are still in the perpetual cycle of the fear and entrenched in the politics and things like, and you guys are talking about stepping away from it, yet you're so entrenched in it. Of course, that's going to be what's more in your life. These changes that are taking place right now are permanent. Relationships ending, permanent. Moving home, permanent. Moving country, permanent. People not tolerating your bullshit anymore, permanent. Whatever we're focusing on is going to be permanent. So pick very wisely. And this is, again, about the timeline choice that you've made over the recent months, the recent years. Now, again, very much in alignment with Soul School, is learning is going to be amplified big time over the course of this new moon. And like I say, the day before new moon is scheduled, we have got Soul School. It's very much about healing. It's very much about learning. It's very much about bringing the remembrance of the soul back online. So the reminders will be in place. This is about you taking your power back. This is about you getting greater freedom. This is about healing. This is about going to the deepest depths of your soul so you remember who you are and who you were always sent down here to be. Now, with this, people are going to become more forthright. They're going, no, that doesn't align with me. Yes, I want you. Like, these are the conversations that are taking place right now, and it is beautiful. The vulnerability, yet certainty. And I don't know about you guys out there, but certainty makes me feel safe. If somebody says to me, I want to spend time with you, I want to spend a day with you, I want to hang out with you, that makes me feel safe. Guessing games and like trying to connect the dots and making assumptions, no, I'm not going there. And this is how we need to feel about everything. If you do not feel loved, if you do not feel valued, whether that's at work, whether that's at home, whether that's like whatever area of your life in your family, then you need to recognize why you're calling that journey in. And then stand in your truth much more powerfully about it. Who are you? Who do you want to be? What is authentic to you? What is it that your soul really, truly craves? What do you look for? What are your higher truths? What are the higher powers? Is there a higher truth? Is there a higher power? What do you believe in? I believe in everything. I believe in things that when I was younger, I could never have believed that could possibly be true. And now I believe wholeheartedly. I believe in love. I believe in truth. I believe in peace. I believe in harmony. So you need to be hanging around people that feel the same. Now, I've been doing some massive work over the last 3 weeks, like I say, and probably about a week ago now, I was away with a couple of my team, and I said to them, the world politics is going to collapse. So I feel a collapse of the world stage in regard to politics is going to be happening soon enough. You know, I don't know whether that means 3 months or 3 days because of the timeline shifts and the timeline hops that take place. And they're literally bang, bang, bang at the moment. So that 3 months could be 3 days. That 3 months could be 3 years. Like, it's just hopping all over the place at the moment. But I've been talking about this a lot on Instagram. I've spoken about it in my conscious conversation community. If you guys want to hear more of my thoughts, my feelings, my intuitive downloads, my channeling, all of the guidance and stuff that I get, then conscious conversations is the best place for that. That's kind of where I'm private, and I can speak openly about anything that I need to do. So please feel free to join us. Again, the information is in the description field. There's going to be feisty feelings. People are going to be feisty. They want freedom. They want love. They want determination. They want consistency. People are going to be feeling feisty because they don't want to tolerate what is not the greatest good of all of us now. They're over it. They're done. It's just those few people that are perpetually creating this fear and trying to keep the illusion going because they're benefiting from it. But the illusion is collapsing. The veil is at the thinnest that it's ever been. It's Like, we are literally a couple of steps away from stepping through it, those that choose that. And those that don't choose that, they're going to be stuck in this for the next 10 years. Screw that, if you ask me. This period of time is going to see us going deeper than we have ever been. Every single area of our truth is going to be established through this period of time. We will question everything, everyone, everybody. And so we should. We've been too complicit. We've gone along with the momentum of what mankind has wanted. Or not mankind, a select few of mankind have wanted. We're going to have intense emotions as we go through this process of questioning everything, because that person's not going to agree with me, and yada, yada, yada. Note, please note, we're all allowed different opinions, ladies and gents. We don't all have to share the same thing. Otherwise, we'd all be on the same timeline, and that would be probably not a good thing, because we're not all on the same timeline. Definitely not. It's very obvious who we're on the same timeline with these days. Very obvious. It's time for us to rise up and think for ourselves and do for ourselves. Be the best version we could ever be of ourselves. Like, we can't keep blaming other people for our misfortunes. We can't keep blaming other people because of anything that has gone on. The only person that needs to take responsibility is the person that looks back at you in the mirror. Like I said at the beginning, we are being shaken awaken. There is a massive surge in awakening right now. Like, I've got some people coming to Soul School on Sunday, obviously yesterday when you guys watch this, but people that are coming that are very, very religious, and they're just ready to see the other side. They're ready to take a look at what else might be out there. There is a massive surge in awakening, and we need this. This is what we came here for. This is what our mission is. It's to hold space for consciousness to shift. Now, obviously, as there is a surge in awakening, as the truth is coming up, and we're going to be recognizing that some of the people that have made out that they're of the light are charlatans, and people that have been telling you all these things are going to happen on these dates, that when they don't happen, it's, you know, really frustrating. And all of a sudden, we're going to be seeing through the illusion of these people that have been wearing the masks, that have been leading the Pied Piper mission. We're going to be expecting shocks and surprises around that. It's such a hickledy-pickledy bag of emotions, this new moon. It really is. Allow yourself to think big, and allow yourself to dream even bigger. Creativity, like I say, is surging right now, and we must acknowledge that all of us have this within us. Now, before I give you a few areas to focus on of how to get through these energies, the last area that they gave me to talk about was around forgiveness. Forgiveness is such an incredible, incredible thing to do. Forgiving yourself lets you off the hook for every single decision that you probably continue to process over and over again. Forgive the people that you believe hurt you. Forgive your mother. She was doing the best she could. Forgive your father. He doesn't even remember the story that you're playing in your mind, the story that shaped your whole life. Forgive your siblings. Forgiveness breeds forgiveness. Forgiveness breeds higher vibration. Forgiveness frees you from the shackles that you think you're putting somebody else in. We've all messed up. We've all had to learn these lessons. Forgiveness is such a beautiful, beautiful sense of freedom. Now, to navigate these energies nicely, beautifully, neutralize them, we must look to self-love more. breathing deeply, not these shallow breaths that we do as a human being. Breathe deeply, do breath work. Get outside and breathe the fresh air. Where I've been has been amazing. Oh, it's been so picturesque. It's been stunning. Get out into nature, connect, ground, be present, get off your phones. Love. Love unconditionally. Allow yourself to be open to receiving love. Allow yourself to feel it in every cell in your body. Allow yourself to be present with it. Allow yourself to call it in. Allow yourself to decide what it is that you want from your next partner or from your current partner. Allow yourself to love. Take time out. Take time out with loved ones. Take time out with you. Take time out with, your animals. Just take time out and embody in that time out. Allow yourself to feel it. It's so important that we recognize that we are worthy of having this time to ourselves. Catch yourself in the overthinking. Trust me, that person isn't anything that you're allowing yourself to think they are. If you think somebody's angry, trust me, it's you that's angry. People just don't get how simple this is. If you are feeling something, if you are perceiving something, if you are genuinely in that space, it's because it's coming from you. Very, very simple. So, ladies and gents, I'm going to give you a cheeky little exercise, which hopefully will help you in this period of time. Now, as always, what we need to do is we need to sage our auric field or smudge it in whatever way we do. That could be incense, that could be essential oils, that could be salt, that could be whatever, Palo Santo, it could be anything. Okay, just sage or smudge your auric field. And as you do that, just allow yourself to forgive everything that you have ever done to you or to anybody else. And just as you smudge yourself, just say, I forgive me. I forgive you. I forgive all the perceived wrongs. And then dot around your space and sage that. Open the windows if it's not too cold. Allow all of the energies to go out. I'm releasing any unforgiveness that I haven't been able to release in 2023. I'm welcoming in love. I'm welcoming in peace. I'm welcoming in harmony, and I'm welcoming in abundance. Ooh. Step number 3, please set up your space. Get some Milan on the go. She's amazing. I love her. Or some solfeggio frequencies, like really set the tone for this. Set something like a love vibration or something really calming and peaceful that's just going to help your heart activate. And then I would like you to drop into meditation for 12 minutes. And I would like you to focus on, first and foremost, who do you need to forgive? Secondly, what do you need to forgive yourself for? And thirdly, who do you want to be the other side of this forgiveness? Who do you want to be with? What do you want your life to look like? Once you finish that, as always, come back round, write everything down in your journal. Literally capture this stuff. This is a really beautiful time to release. It's a beautiful time to say enough is enough. Now, 1111, like I say, was very, very powerful. I picked up some very important codes in Morocco last year. And those codes are going to be being imprinted over the course of the coming days. So those codes were very powerful from a manifestation perspective, from a real cleansing the energies perspective. So do feel into that as you're meditating. Allow yourself to accept anything that you feel is going to help you going forwards on your journey. Like, really, who do you want to be? This is your moment. This is for you to decide. And you might be happy with who you are. And if you are, that's absolutely okay. Just accept you're going to be staying on the timeline where you are. For me personally, I want to go through on the highest vibration timeline possible. So I'm going to allow myself to love. I'm going to allow myself to be vulnerable. I'm going to allow myself to call in these magical experiences. I'm not going to hold on to the past. I'm not bothered by it. What's that going to do? How's it going to serve me? I'll put boundaries in place for sure. I'll call people out if they're being two-faced or pretending that they haven't said or done certain things, of course. I'm not interested in it. I've moved on. And I hope this exercise helps you move on too. Ladies and gents, I love you. I love you. I love you. I am so sorry I can't be with you this Monday. I will try and jump on another day in the week to do a live, but I will definitely be back with you for Lucy Davis Live at 5 next Monday. Okay. Well, do comment, guys. I will come back to you and I will see you in the next video. Well, I love you. I love you. I love you.